Hello and welcome to Gabe's Games. Thank you so much for coming to see me play some more Marvel Avengers Beta today. This is the second last video on my Play Marvel Avengers Beta with me series. I'm going to be doing this combat on Brutal difficulty. I hope you really enjoy it. If you'd like to see me continue this and play the actual Avengers game when it comes out, please like and subscribe, that'd be great. Alright, without further ado, let's do this. Thanks for watching. I hadn't really done a lot of research on this Marvel Avengers game, because it kind of came out of the blue for me. Obviously, when I think of the Avengers, I think of the film Avengers, and I hadn't really spent too much time wondering about what went into the process of making this Marvel Avengers game. And then I had a look at the cast, and then I had a look at the crew, and I went, oh my god, it's got some of my favourite actors in games in there. Amazing! It's got Troy Baker, it's got Nolan North. I love Troy Baker's Hulk, actually. It looks really cool. In terms of his acting for it, it's very, very good. Playing as the Hulk is not too bad. It's not my favourite, but I love every scene that I've seen Troy Baker play the Hulk as. It looks really, really cool that way. So that actually looks good, and I can't wait to see how the actors act off each other. These are some of the best actors in voice acting. And turns out that Travis Willingham has actually played Thor a whole bunch of times in different things. So that's actually really, really cool. Out of the whole cast, I think that's really, really good. And like, the whole cast is great. I just think it's fantastic to have an established Thor actor playing Thor. That's very, very cool. I hadn't realized initially, and just having a look at it now, I went, oh, okay, that's perfect. I hadn't really heard about it because the only thing that I've really known in terms of the Avengers has obviously been the film Avengers, and then occasionally looking at comics just to see how they fit in. So it's great to have an actor who plays Thor previously playing Thor now. So I correct myself, and or I stand corrected. It is actually really, really good to have an established voice actor who's known for playing an Avenger playing an Avenger. That's brilliant. The other voice actors I know and trust. They're amazing. Go Laura Bailey, go Nolan North, go Troy Baker, and go everybody else. Obviously, I know those guys because I've just played a whole bunch more games with them in it. And having a look at some of the cinematics in this game again. I love how chill Bruce Banner is in this game. And I've now seen the scene that was advertised about a year ago where Iron Man and Bruce Banner have an argument. And Iron Man comes up to Bruce and he says, do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question. And he gives him a shove. And I just love how chill Bruce's response is. It's fantastic because he just says, did you even check the science? And I love the way the two actors bounce off each other. It's riveting. Anyway, I'm really excited now that I know the cast of this game, and I trust them to perform well.
Ever since Monica co-founded AIM, Dr. Banner has feared the amount of gamma radiation research she amassed while they were colleagues. Recently, I've detected residual gamma radiation coming from a remote AIM facility. Dr. Banner would like you to infiltrate the gamma radiation lab and destroy any research you find.
Can do, Dr. Banner. We're going to go and do that for you. I wonder how much cognitive ability the Hulk actually has. Obviously, Professor Hulk can speak really well, but I'm curious as to how much communication this Hulk is capable of giving us.
Dr. Banner has pre-recorded a message for you, Hulk.
Hey, big guy. If Monica's there, just do the job, okay? Listen to Jarvis and Kamala if they tell you to rein it in. And, thank you. You're stopping what I can.
I suppose that tells us there. The Hulk's clearly able to listen to messages. And I also love how sincere this Bruce Banner feels.
Readings are coming from an underground facility not far from your current location.
This is in the heart of AIM territory.
Yes. There will be significant resistance on your path.
Excellent. So Hulk's gonna Hulk smash all the way over there, and our job is to provide cover and kill everything in our path. I also feel like Bruce Banner clearly might have a romantic history with Monica, or there's some form of history between Monica and Bruce Banner there, and I'm really curious as to what kind of history that is. My guess is that they dated for a bit, but I don't really know. I could be completely off the ball here, I'm just speculating. Seems like that'd be one of the only reasons as to why Monica would be an issue. Or maybe Monica just likes playing head games with people and she really knows how to get inside the Hulk's head. I'm thinking that she knows how to get inside Bruce Banner's head or the Hulk's head because they might have that sort of history. There's some history there. Curious to see what it is. Let's see if I can aim and hit that. Yeah! Alright, that was some good aiming there. Cool. So I feel like we're playing the beginning of Age of Ultron, where we're kind of just flying through the forest, and the Avengers as a team is taking down a whole bunch of bad guys to infiltrate that Hydra base. This is what that feels like. Which is honestly such a cool thing to be able to play. I never thought I'd be able to play literally as an Avenger attacking a Hydra base. Or the equivalent of just attacking a base as Avengers. That is ridiculously cool. The other thing is I never actually got the opportunity to play with other players. By the time I actually managed to get into the beta and do the thing, I wasn't able to play much with other people. I'm so curious to know what that feels like. Another finishing move. Bam, bam. I love how far that guy traveled. That was the best. He literally flew a whole bunch. I actually really wish I could shoot enemies off the top of the Empire State Building as Iron Man. That'd be really cool. Figure out some way to do that. Or grab a guy as Hulk, hop up to the top of the Empire State Building, then throw them off. 3 for 3. There you go. We're doing alright. So far, so good. I mean, I did get hit there, but, you know, we took them out. So cool. Now we're just going to figure out a way to locate the high-value target.
Don't let him inside.
That sounds about right. You really don't want the Hulk inside. He'll take you all. Although at this point my Hulk is way too weak, he'll probably die in the process. I've got to admit, flying as Iron Man feels great. And I try and engage from a distance in combat as much as I possibly can, because really, otherwise, I can get killed way too easily. But this has been great fun so far. Just fly from a distance, hit them all, shoot them, and keep on going. Bustin' makes me feel good. Oh yeah! Here we go! Now! I am sorted. At least for a little bit. The Hulkbuster's alright, it doesn't do too much damage, but it tends to be my go-to for when I get overwhelmed. It's decent enough. But oh so nostalgic to play. Man, these Dreadbots have a fair bit of health. It's gonna take a while to take him down. Also, one of our allies is dead. And now we're dead too. Thanks, Kamal. I could really use the assist. Jeez. Whew, this is definitely a bit more of a pitched battle. I feel like playing on brutal difficulty with this level of character is really not gonna end too well unless you're a really, really good player. Even then, like, you probably die a lot. But be revived, so that's fine.
Why don't you guys take a break?
Down again. Yeah, you're just gonna die. You're gonna die a lot. Up until you've got a lot more health and a lot more power and a lot more stats.
Got your back.
Thanks for having my back.
That felt pretty wicked, not gonna lie. That felt wicked. I feel like with a whole bunch of dodging and just making sure that I was reasonably alright, the playing field has become a little bit more even now. Now we're almost at a point where I can engage in direct combat and take them all out. This is going to be a interesting bit of battle. We'll see how we go. Yes, we took it down! Okay, thank goodness. I swear those enemies are straight out of Iron Man 2, and that was just a really tricky battle. That was very difficult.
You think Abomination was created here?
Unlikely. AIM's holdings were diminutive when Abomination first appeared. It is possible he was enhanced here, however.
Not comforting.
Oh, cool. So Abomination was enhanced here. And before I was talking about the Iron Man 2 PS2 game. I never really played the Iron Man PlayStation game because for some reason I heard it wasn't very good, and I just remember thinking, I wanted it, and then nobody said anything good about it, so I was like, oh. And then I only recently discovered the Iron Man PS2 game, or the Iron Man 2 PS2 game. And so, yeah, I feel like there hasn't been very much publicity around either this Marvel Avengers game like a year ago, or the Iron Man games in general. Because I saw the trailer, but didn't hear that it had my favorite voice actors in it, and for some reason I normally remember thinking, I will buy a game if Troy Baker's in it, or if an actor who I recognize is in it, and I just hadn't heard any publicity on it. Like, sure, there was last year, but for some reason it was just never on the internet. And if you have a look at any Marvel Avengers Googling, everything is the film Avengers. There was very little that I remember that actually publicized this game. And very little in general which actually publicized the Iron Man games which came out years ago in the PS3. Whereas, for some reason, all of the Arkham games really got a whole bunch of publicity and these games never did. And I don't understand why, because the Iron Man 2 PS2 game was actually really dope. I remember playing and enjoying a lot of that. Anyway, just a really weird thought. But I really enjoyed that PlayStation game, and it's a shame that some of the really good Marvel games that were out there were actually not publicized as well, or at least I never heard of them, but for some reason it seemed that a whole bunch more DC games were publicized in the way that I was just very aware of them. Weird, anyway. Basically Jarvis is saying, take out bad guys, kill them all. If Hulk was actually giving instructions right now, he'd just say, Hulk smash! Which sounds about right. We just gotta take them all out. There you go, that's exactly where Hulk said it. I feel like I've really got to be careful not to die here. I really hope I don't die as well. I've just got to focus on taking out as many of these bad guys as I can. And the problem with being Iron Man is in this cramped space is that you really have no areas to dodge. You can fly a little bit, but this is going to be tricky. Man, that laser attack is so satisfying, every time. I really hope I could just cut enemies in half with it, actually. I think you can do it on robots, but yeah, it would be really cool to just do that in a way that the enemy's kind of like melted.
I know everything. I can't help it.
Security, one of the servers has gone dark. What are you doing up there?
Monica in the building?
This Monica girl's been referred to a lot. I'm really interested to see what it's like to meet her. Obviously, she's the partner of Tarleton, who's the co-founder of AIM, and Monica and Tarleton co-founded AIM, so I think that's how they actually are woven into this story. Give me some Hulkbuster! Alright, now I feel invincible, just for the time until the timer runs out. We got him. Really like the fact that Tony refers to the kid. Obviously I just think of Tom Holland and Spider-Man when they refer to the kid. This is quite cool. Different kid, but it's always just really good to have that sort of reference in my mind to the Avengers films. This is so much more of a pitched battle than I wanted it to be. Ah, damn. So what I need to do is I actually need to take out that last one, and then I think that is it. 2 out of 3 of the servers are destroyed, so I just need to take out this last server, and then I'll be all good. And I don't know if the enemies die like Phantom Menace style, probably not, but we'll see how we go. Recording glitch. At some point, I would really like to figure out how to actually fix that. At the moment, the recordings have been, for the most part, fine. But sometimes it skips over an occasional like 5 seconds of something and just goes to the next part. So I've got to figure out how to actually fix that at some point. Honestly, feels so good flying through the air like that. Oh man.
Seems like the big guy doesn't like Monica very much either.
I do not have much data on the shared emotional relationships between Dr. Banner and the Hulk.
Could be he's like a bloodhound who can sense bad people just by smelling them.
I'm not sure he'd appreciate the comparison.
Don't care.
Good on you, Hulk. I'm really curious to see what Hulk and Thor bond like, and to see how they relate in game. That'd be really, really cool.
Time to find Monica.
You really are that gullible, aren't you?
Wait, what?
Barricade the door. Protect the research lab.
There's a
Hey, you thought we were going to find Monica? Not a chance. You don't actually see her in this beta, or at least all the missions that I've played, we definitely haven't met Monica yet. So we're just going to take all these guys out, and they got shields. Whoa, okay. Here we go. Let's take them all out. We're going to do this. Yay, we've made it to the next part. This smells like a boss fight. Boss fight incoming. Boss fight incoming. Okay, cool. So, We're just going to take out all of those bad guys, but their shields are huge. You've got to take out such a large amount of their actual shield health before you can actually take them on. Ordinarily, this is going to be tricky. We're going to see how we go. So I find using Iron Man is a great opportunity to actually take out the little turrets hanging on the side of every single area. When I was playing as the Hulk, that was really hard to do, and I feel like not many Avengers are actually really well equipped to be able to do that. So I feel like if you're Iron Man, it's a really good opportunity to just do that. Take out all of the turrets surrounding the area, and then just rocket bomb them, or whatever you need to. This is quite tricky, but I finally got one guy down without his actual shield. They call them the Theta Squads. So the Theta Squad's actually quite hard. I found this guy quite a challenge. And again, I'm only a really weak Iron Man at this point. I've started to become a little bit stronger, but gee, this is difficult. I got another down. Gonna need an assist here. Oh, come on guys, come over and help me. This guy here is going down. He's got almost no health. I feel like we just need to gang up on him together and go at him. Come on. Yes! The tide of battle is definitely in our favour. That's another game that I really like, actually. I love playing Total War. Specifically, favourite Total Wars expansion is Lord of the Rings, Medieval 2 Kingdoms, Total War expansion. That free expansion is so cool. Anyway, side note. Let's take them all out. And yay, I finally figured out how the rockets work. And this is a really good opportunity for you guys to see how I actually fight as Iron Man with the rockets, because now I mix my combat with lasers and rockets, and I use everything in my ability and all of Iron Man's attacks. And it feels great! It feels so good to mix it all up. Rockets are so good for firing from a distance.
I thought I made myself clear.
Damn, I feel like I'm gonna go down here. Yeah, that's... Yep, nah, that's down. Okay, cool. That's alright, we'll see what we can do. Take them all out, and... I have a Hulkbuster I can use. I'm gonna use that Hulkbuster in just a second. Damn, does that feel good. Hulkbuster! Oh man, now the tide of battle is definitely turning in our favor. We got this.
It appears this Gamma Research installation has been rendered inoperable.
Make sure Bruce gets this message. You are going to regret this with every fiber of your being.
Yeah, no. I don't think we will. The Avengers are gonna take you down, Monica. It's only a matter of time.
Yay! Although I wish I could have stayed as the Hulkbuster for that. That would have been really cool. We finished another mission! Alright, that was really cool. Obviously, we don't really care about Monica at this point, nor do we really care about Tarleton, so this feels a little disconnected, but that's alright.
Hey, big guy. I appreciate the assist on this mission. I know you're not a fan of Code Green, but in order to bring the world back in balance, we need you out in the field. Destroying Monica's Gamma Research should keep her from creating an army of abominations. But, just in case, I've directed Jarvis to keep an eye out for any more signs of Gamma emissions. If she brings another lab online, you'll be there to smash it.
I really like how understated Bruce Banner is there. Plus, I like any acting from Troy Baker, so that's fantastic. This was definitely a 4 out of 5 experience for me. Anything to do with Iron Man in this game has been fantastic. Alright, I think I'll finish this video here. Thank you so much for coming to see some more of Gabe's Games today, and if you like this gaming content and would like to see more, please smash the like and subscribe button. Next is my final video on the beta. Thanks for watching.